morning. We're going to put on a batch of pinto beans. I've got about, you can see the ingredients we're going to throw in there is several jalapeno peppers. We'll take the seeds out to kind of lower the temp on these beans. A couple of Romano tomatoes. Got the sauce for the beans. I've got my blender out here, and then I got this can of diced tomatoes with green chilies. That's a pretty good sized can. Okay, I've got my seasoning here. I've got 4 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of pepper, a tablespoon of salt, another teaspoon of cayenne, and I'm going to add that all into the mix. Oh, I also put 1 tablespoon of fajita steak seasoning mix in there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that on top of the tomatoes, and then I've got my diced up, well, not diced yet, but the jalapenos and a couple of just regular Romano tomatoes. I will go ahead and add that in there, and then I'm going to put a tablespoon of, maybe 2 tablespoons of this minced up, diced up garlic in here. Now next up, and add that 1.5 pounds of beans, and as you can see, I've just left the stingers at the top of the peppers on here, and those are just kind of be for decoration and just kind of remind me how many peppers I put in there. I had 2 yellow onions that I've coarsely chopped. I want to add those into the mix, so I'll go ahead and get that in there. And then I'll go ahead and take this mix and pour over the top of that a few shakes of good old Worcestershire sauce, if I can get her open. So we'll put a few shakes of that in there, just kind of spice it up a little bit. A gallon of warm water here, and I'll just pour that on top. That's really just to make sure they don't dry out and to give you a little bit of soup as well. So I've got that in my crock pot. I'll go ahead and get her plugged in. We'll set the time for 6 hours on high. Now I'll close the lid. Now those pinto beans are also ready, so I'm going to just take a little dab of those, put on my tortilla, and good to go.